everybody. Hi, Mark at work. If you are just tuning in for the first time, or if you're here for a return visit, you can see that I have Kris here with me, kind of sitting in for Mark. Mark couldn't make it today, but he expressed his sorrow and sadness for not being able to make it today. So we know it's been a long time. So we've got a lot of news for you guys. And you can see that we're at Free Lunch Studios today. We're going to start recording news from the studio space all the time now. So we'll have different things in the background and stuff for you guys to enjoy while you're driving. And just kidding, don't watch and drive. But we'll still strip this down and we'll be able to give it to Mark so he can put it up on the podcast site as well. But he will make his return. He will come back. He just got caught up in a couple of big jobs. So, first thing we're going to talk about today is comic news. And this is going to be tough because we're going to do this whole thing live, Kris.
All right.
This is Kris, freelance writer, Simple Comics. Like, if you haven't heard about him from just my network, he's lighting the world on fire with his stories. I will thank you for providing those scripts the other day for those new creators. We had a great day in here then. We're going to be doing that again soon. So. Yes. Tell the people who you are and all about yourself.
I mean, not
Did
much
I just
to
do
tell.
it?
Yeah, you kind of said everything. Kris, I mean, if you've seen Matt at a convention or anything like that, and there he goes.
I'm still here.
If you've seen Matt at a convention or anything like that, chances are you've seen me. We've gone to a lot of shows together. We've done a lot of events together. I am the creator, owner, head honcho at Simple Books. Very small publication company. I also do a lot of writing for Matt. I do a lot of writing for independent artists out there. Just a writer that's trying to, be the next Scott Snyder in the world. That's pretty much the quick rundown on me.
So real quick, I'm just getting ready to share the post to other viewers online. Usually we have many hands on these things, and today it's just us. So it'll be a little tougher than usual, but we're still going to get it done.
Yeah, once you share it, I'll have...
Then you'll be able to share, right?
Yep.
So one of the first things, and you just educated me to this, this DC...
the Masterworks thing?
Yeah, let everybody know what that's all about.
So, I don't know a lot about it. Not much. I just know a few of the artists that are going to be involved in it. Talked to one of the artists about it. But DC is going to be coming out with their answer to Marvel Masterworks. They're going to be revitalizing older pages, origin stories, old Silver Age stuff.
So they're redrawing it and repackaging it, or is it...
I think the covers are going to be getting redone. Yeah. I think it's all the artists that are signed down are going to be cover artists. I heard that some scripts that were lost in the pages of time are going to get drawn and featured in these books. But like you have Ken Lashley, Jim Lee, they're all going to be coming in this to do iconic covers for older books.
That's pretty cool. I have a news item here. This was featured pretty aggressively from the Image supplement catalog, and just to let you guys know that the orders for the books that we're going to cherry pick later in the show are going to be due next week. So if you want to tell your friendly neighborhood comic store owner about these books, you'd be doing them a great favor if you went and visited them before, I think, next Wednesday. Isola. This is a book by Brendan Fletcher and Carl Kerschel over at Image. Gorgeously drawn book. They have a nice synopsis here. Transformed into a tiger by her wicked brother, Queen Olwen of Mar is spirited away from the kingdom's capital by Rook, the captain of her royal guard, in a desperate attempt to save her life and save the kingdom from a ruinous war that will sunder the kingdom altogether. The two women, the Tigrine Queen and her royal guard, embark on the perilous journey in search of a fabled island halfway across the world. Sounds pretty cool. The preview is gorgeous.
Yep.
So that's from Image, and that actually is shipping in April. and they have gorgeous examples of the work in that image supplement book, and I'm sure online too. Kris, this is a big thing. Kris was talking about this, making its cinematic debut next week, is Black Panther. Well, you've got a lot of comic retailers have these nice giveaways, and it's
Looks like it's the whole first issue.
It's actually a collection of different stuff. So, like, here's the graphic novel preview, which looks really awesome. Then you get the old John Romita, Reginald Hudlin storyline.
Yep.
And then Black Panther and the Crew. Oh, Butch Guice. I love his stuff. Butch Guice is the guy who he was one of the fill-in backup artists during Winter Soldier. And we're actually going to
Storm.
Yeah,
There you go.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. This is free at your local retailer. That's newsworthy. We're going to be giving these away next week here at the Monday Night Jam. Kids Jam first.
Yep.
And then
The adults get the leftovers.
the adults get the leftovers. That's exactly right. So that's the way that works. You got anything else, or you want? I'll talk about the next thing.
Yeah.
You
let's
ready?
hear it.
Marvel got the rights to Conan. This is not an opinion show. This is
Yeah.
news. So, I have to say this. I like how DC's handling Conan with the Wonder Woman Conan crossover.
Yep.
I was very upset with Dark Horse for not putting out product at the same time to support, your one of these properties that you have that's being published by the big, one of the big two. I have to apologize because I thought that Dark Horse was kind of dragging their feet, and it wasn't the case. And I get the impression that Marvel and Conan Properties Inc. kind of knew that this deal was coming.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Dark Horse. I didn't mean to say all those
Well,
bad things.
to say some of the facts, like what do we know? They're coming out 2019.
Yep.
Beginning of 2019. I think they're going to open up with bringing back some of the old school stuff.
Like reprinting stuff?
Yes.
See, and that's...
We talked about the digest. I think they're going to be doing a digest thing.
If they do the digest thing, I think that would be really cool
Yep.
because there's a lot of classic material that's there.
Yep.
But Dark Horse just printed. And I know, you know what, we've gone through this before because when Star Wars was reacquired by Marvel,
Yep.
they just repackaged stuff and put it back out again. And you know what, it's good for the customer base. Like Dark Horse right now, they're sweeping up all of these original works that they did now, and they're putting those out in omnibus form. It makes sense now, but the cool thing, I think there's a French company that has Conan material coming out this year. And what they're doing is they're taking 12 Howard stories, and it's a new team doing each book. And the studio that's doing this, or the publishing company that's doing it, is the company that just put out last month Nemo from IDW, I believe. And that was a really cool looking book. So I'm going to get my hands on that. As soon as I get it, I will share it here on the news. But it's not an opinion piece. This is so weird to be talking about Conan during the news, but that's...
it could be big. That's the thing.
It could be big. I hope it's big. It's
So far, everything Marvel's gotten their hands on, they've done great things with. So
well, with the property stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
figure. I mean, we might see Conan in a Wolverine book.
This is a good opportunity to take a break, and we're going to do one of our live commercials. We're in February. That means the local convention here in Connecticut is the East of the River Comic Con. That's run by Scott Pellin and Greg Kalajian, and that's coming up on February 25th, I believe. If that's a Sunday. That's at the Golden Gavel. They'll have different comic vendors, toy vendors.
Yep.
They do a really great job. The Golden Gavel is right on Route 140 in East Windsor, right off 91. Easy to get to from anywhere. And that's the East of the River Comic Show. I'll be there. Are you gonna be? Are you gonna be at that one? Yeah. So Kris will be there, but some of our favorite retailers are gonna be there. Like Heroes Legacy will be there. I know that the Eye Opener typically has a handful of tables. Legends of Superheroes usually has a handful of tables. So come on down. We're gonna have a good time, and that's the East of the River Comic Show. If you just Google East of the River Comics and collectibles, you'll be able to find all the information on their blog site, and they also have a Facebook page too. All right, so that does it for that. Now, what I'm going to do, and it's cool to have you here because you've never done any of this, but you've seen it though, right?
I've peeked in every now and again, yeah.
So now I'm going to do the convention report, and this is where I will talk to you about all the conventions all over the country within the next month and a half. And usually Mark will key up some music, so virtual Mark, hit it.
It literally just stopped as you said that.
I know, and I'm ready. It's gonna start right now. Here it goes, right?
It hasn't.
Right now. It stopped. There it is.
There you go.
Very soothing. So this will be nice. So, February 10th in Warminster, Pennsylvania, ZoloCon. For an address, they have the Feud. So I don't know what that's all about. Also on February 10th in East Brunswick, New Jersey, White's One Day WinterCon. That sounds cool. No address given. February 10th and 11th in Vancouver, Washington, I Like Comic-Con. No address given. Same dates in Irving, Texas, the North Texas Comic Show at the Irving Convention Center at Las Colinas. Very cool. Same weekend, Sierra Vista, Mark Tarrant. This is over in your neck of the woods, over in Arizona. The Cochise College Comic-Con, also the 10th and 11th. Jacksonville, Florida, 10th and 11th. Comic Book Connection. February 11th in Concord, California, the East Bay Comic-Con at the Hilton Concord. Next weekend, February 16th and 18th, we'll just call it Black Panther Weekend.
Yeah.
Where you start trying to buy tickets and cry because you can't. Planet Comic-Con in Kansas City. It's at the Kansas City Convention Center over at Bartle Hall on West 13th Street. Good job, guys. Good job, Planet Comic-Con, getting all that information in.
Yeah, right.
February 17th in Knoxville, Tennessee, Knox Nerd Comic and Toy Show. February 17th and 18th, Long Beach Comic Expo in Long Beach, California at the Long Beach Convention and Entertainment Center. February 17th and 18th as well, Grantville, Pennsylvania. It's the Central Pennsylvania Comic Con at the Holiday Inn in Harrisburg, the Hershey area, over on I-81. That's a fun place. You ever go to Hershey?
Once. I was young.
Yeah, it's a good time. All right, same weekend, Glendale, Arizona. Mark Tarrant, you paying attention? I know you are. AZ AdventureCon. No address given. February 17th and 18th, Little Rock, Arkansas. Not just another Comic-Con.
Turn on that one.
The Schaff Promotion comic book and non-sports card show people come back. They're going to be in Annandale, Virginia on February 18th at the Annandale Fire Station. Same day, Toronto, Ontario. We just left the country. There's my typical cross-the-border screw-up. That's the Toronto Comic Book Show at the Toronto Plaza Hotel. All right, Portland, Oregon, February 21st, Image Expo.
Image Expo.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
February 22nd, 24th, Portland, Oregon, Comics Pro. No information given there. February 23rd and 24th, Warren, Michigan, the Great Lakes Comic Con at the Macomb Community College and Sports. Sorry, let me start that over. At the Macomb Community College Sports and Expo Center. This is a Friday-Saturday convention. It's in Warren, Michigan. Sounds pretty awesome. Comic show at a community college. Who would have thought?
Yeah.
February 23rd through the 25th in Pensacola, Florida, Pensacon at the Pensacola Bay Center. February 24th, Middletown, Delaware, Galacticon. Great name.
Yep.
Everett Meredith Middle School. How cool is that?
Big middle school.
That's pretty awesome. February 21st in Schererville, Indiana, NWI Comic Con in the halls of St. George. Same day, West Palm Beach, Florida, Comic-Con Revolution, West Palm Beach. It's at the Palm Beach County Convention Center. February 24th, West Allis, Michigan. It's the Michigan.
You said Michigan.
I did say
There's
Michigan.
a lot of cons.
I know, Wisconsin. So I'm going to make a mistake or two. Milwaukee Comic-Con, and it's at the Wisconsin State Fair Park. February 24th, Middletown, Delaware. Middletown Comic-Con, Steve Canaris.
Yeah.
Is that close enough for you to go to? Might be worth checking out. Same day, February 24th, Rahway, New Jersey, the RawCon Cabin Fever Show. Good name. It's at the St. Thomas of the Apostle. February 24th and 25th, Savannah, Georgia, Savannah Comic-Con. It's the Savannah International Trade and Convention Center. 24th and 25th, Charleston, South Carolina. It's the Captain's Comic Expo at the Elks Lodge. Now look at that. 24th and 25th, New York, New York. Fan Fairy? Sounds more like a Ren Fair than a comic show, but we'll say that that's there. February 24th and 25th, Fargo, North Dakota. It's the Fargo Moorhead Comic Con. Same weekend, Huntsville, Alabama. Huntsville Comic Con and Pop Culture Expo. Same weekend, Lubbock, Texas. It's the Lubbock Con. Steve Canaris, here you go. February 25th, Frederick, Maryland. Schaff Promotions, Frederick, Maryland Comic Con. It's at the Clarion Inn Frederick Event Center. February 25th, Bordentown, New Jersey. It's the Central Jersey Comic Book Show in Bordentown. It's the Holiday Inn Express in Bordentown. March 1st, we're almost done. Well, actually, let me take a break here. I'd be in deep trouble if we didn't say February 25th, the East of the River Comic Show at the Golden Gavel Plaza. Seattle, Washington, March 1st through the 4th, Emerald City Comic Con.
Yep.
Bucket list. Yeah?
Yeah.
That's at the Washington State Convention Center at 800 Convention Place. Good on you for putting all that information in there. March 3rd, Orlando, Florida, Infinity Toy and Comic Con at the Holiday Inn Orlando East. 3rd and the 4th in San Jose, California, it's the San Jose Super Toy Comic Book and Collectible Show at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. The 3rd and 4th again, Richmond, Virginia, it's the Virginia Comic Con at the Richmond International Raceway. March 4th, Columbus, Ohio, Buckeye Comic Con at the Courtyard Columbus West. March 4th, Essington, Pennsylvania, the Philadelphia Comic Con. It's at the Ramada Philadelphia Airport on 76 Industrial Highway. March 9th through the 11th, Lexington, Kentucky. It's the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention Center. No, I just botched that. It's the Lexington Comic and Toy Convention at the Lexington Center. A couple more to go and then we'll be done. Dallas, Texas on March 10th, the Women of WonderCon. The 10th and the 11th, Toledo, Ohio, Fantasticon Toledo at the Grand Plaza Hotel and Convention Center. The 10th and 11th, Miami, Florida, Hero Hype Convention. Same weekend, it almost got me again. Sorry, March 11th, Madison, Wisconsin. It's the Madison Comic Con over at the Monona Terrace Community and Convention Center. Monahawken, New Jersey, same day, Central Jersey Comic Book Show, Monahawken, at the Holiday Inn, Monahawken, Long Beach Island. The 16th through the 18th, Midland, Texas, it's the Permian Basin Comic Con. They were solicited twice there. The 17th, Shannon, if you're watching, Clearwater, Florida, it's the Clearwater Comic Con. 17th, Dyersburg, Tennessee, it's the Dyersburg Comic and Pop Culture Con. And let's see, I think we'll stop in two more here. March 17th and 18th in Allentown, Pennsylvania, the Lehigh Valley Itzicon. It's a cool name. March 18th, Westlake, Ohio, the Cleveland Comic Book and Nostalgia Festival over at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel, Cleveland. March 18th, Montgomery, Alabama, River Region Comic Con, and the last show we're going to mention off this list is the Albany, New York, March 18th, Albany Comic and Toy Show at the Radisson Hotel, Albany. Now, Mark, I'm pretty sure that's the show we just went to. We went to the fall edition. And then we're going to talk about March 25th at the Mohegan Sun. Our friend Mitch Halleck is running the GamerCon, and that is going to be the 24th and 25th of March.
Yep.
And then Cliff Gorneau, who is the Cliff's Cons promoter, he is doing his giant-sized annual edition of the Cliff Show on March 25th. He's going to be at the DoubleTree by Hilton in Bristol, Connecticut. And that is March 25th, twice the amount of vendors than his typical show, twice the amount of artists. We're going to have a lot of fun. So that is the convention report, and we don't get a break for sponsors, so we're going to talk about the Monday Night Jams and Theme Night Thursdays.
Yes.
So I'll do the Monday Night Jams, and you want to do the Theme Night Thursdays?
I can do that.
All right, so the Monday Night Jams, basically, kids come to this space from 5 to 6 o'clock. I come up with a drawing mission for these kids that come in here, ages 7 to 13. Last week, we came up with this great, you can still see it off camera here. If you go to my Patreon site, you'll see it. It's a 3-panel story where we walk the reader through the setting, and then we design their own monster kind of coming up out of the swamp. A lot of fun. And what we did was we took their artwork and we cut it out and slapped it up on the board. The parents came in and took pictures of it. It was really fun. Very different for what we do on the Monday Night Jam. Once the kids' jam is over at 6 o'clock, there's this exchange. The kids are leaving, and then the adults come in. The adults, ages 14 and up, they come in and they work on their own projects. I don't guide them really at all. I'm a resource for them if they need help with anything, but I guide them through if they need assistance. Like there was one kid who was having problems drawing some anatomy stuff, so I did some demo things on the board. But it's very cool. Everybody's really focused. They're all working on their own projects. If you don't have a project to work on, I have tons of stuff here, tons of materials here. It's only $5 to join each jam. And like I said earlier, next Monday, because it's Black Panther week, we're going to be giving away these bad boys while supplies last to the first attendants that show up. So that's the Monday Night Jam. That's here at the Terrafil Free Lunch headquarters at the Terrafil Mill. And you can find out more at freelunchcomics.com. So Theme Night Thursday, or Thirsty Thursday.
Thirsty Thursday,
depending on
Theme
who you're
Night
talking
Thursday,
to.
whatever you want to call it. That is a 4th Thursday in a month event. It's 21 and up, just because you do have the option of bringing your own beverage.
Yep.
We used to call it drink and draw. So we broke it up. First Thursday, you come in, you work on whatever project you need to do. It's drink and draw. Come in, hang out, work.
Yep.
That's the big emphasis on it. It's work.
Yep.
Get your work done. Second Thursday of the month, same concept.
Yep.
Come in, do your work, whatever you have to do. It's very adult themed, oriented. You know, if you have art, if you need to draw, if you need to write, whatever. Now the fun stuff. Third Thursday of the month, we host D&D.
He hosts.
I host D&D. Oh my God, what do we have? 9, 10 people right now?
It's packed.
It's
to the point where it's a closed event.
Yep, it is a closed event.
So we've got a waiting list.
If you do have interest in it, contact Matt, and we can get you on the list, because we always have people that, drop out,
Right.
work, whatever. So that's our third Thursday is a D&D event. All of these events go from 7 p.m. until
7 to 9:30, 10 o'clock.
9:30, 10 o'clock. This is every Thursday. And then our fourth Thursday, we just started the Writers Circle, another event that I host. This time it is for anyone who wants to explore their writing creativity. So Matt did it.
Very fun. I've never written anything like I wrote that night.
Yeah, then we get to rip it apart and critique it.
No, I'm afraid I can't skip the event.
No, this is your house. You can't.
It's really awesome. That one we charge a little bit more. It's $10
Yes.
for that.
Yep.
But it is the most guided Thursday event that we have.
Yep.
So like, Kris is doing research and he's basically guiding us through the whole 2.5 hours of that time. So
Yep.
that's why that's a little different. For the other things, well, you're guiding us through on the D&D thing too, but
Yeah, but that's,
we ain't
have
learned
fun,
we
kick
ain't
back.
learned enough.
Yeah,
in
have
there.
fun, kick back. And that is our fourth Thursday. That's almost a full house. We still have space for a few more people. To
2 or 3 more, I think.
Yep. So that's our Thursday. Game night Thursday.
So Mondays and Thursdays here at Free Lunch, it's basically drop in, have fun, creativity, cheaper than a bag of chips. And what's great is, you don't have to be the master of your of the skill set that you're trying to take on. We will warmly accept any skill level and try to help out and guide and be a resource for any artistic level. So that's it. So that's the drop-in events here.
Yep.
Whew, this is hard to do without breaks, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Anybody saying anything?
Yes.
You suck. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Oh, look at that. So hi, Elizabeth. Hi, Brian. Kris Vazakis is watching.
I am watching. Yeah. I am watching.
All right, so now we're at that segment where we're going to pick the books that we think are interesting that you may not know about that'll be shipping in April. I know it's the month before Free Comic Day month. Oh my gosh, every Disney superhero movie thing in the world is coming out that month. I'll go first because I feel like I've got a ton more than you.
And anyone who knows me, I promise I did not pick just DC stuff.
So that's exciting. All right, so I'm going to start off in the Marvel section. I think that this book looks really interesting. It's the hi Ange, thanks for watching. I don't know why I can't find it all of a sudden.
Right,
like I'm going right over
you tabbed it.
It's Captain America number 700. That's cool. Cap is finally out of time. He was frozen in time, awakened in decimated future once again. Man out of his era. There's only one way for Steve Rogers to restore order and rebuild civilization, and that's to rule as King Captain America. What? Yeah, it looks really cool. 700th issue. It's Mark Waid and Chris Samney, which I think, doesn't that look classic? Like it's got a nice classic look to it. And I'll do this other Marvel one, and then we'll get this supplement out of here, and you can do one. This next one is, I wouldn't even count it as one. Remember with the Jack Kirby month, Marvel celebrated and put out a lot of cool Jack Kirby stuff. They're doing a Thanos month, and all of these books are $1. So the Invincible Iron Man reprint, the first appearance of Thanos, Avengers versus the Thanos. It looks like Avengers 125. Reprinting the first Infinity Gauntlet book for $1. Thanos Rising for $1.
That was a fun read.
The Silver Surfer, right before the Gauntlet stuff started, by Ron Lim and I think Ron Mars, $1. So all of these, and it looks like there's 8 of them being solicited. The whole Jim Starlin, Captain Marvel.
Which is smart, and it's great. I mean,
they're fun. They're fun. So $1 a piece. You're going to get a ton of books for $1 a piece. Okay, your turn.
All right. So I did say that I wouldn't pick, or I didn't pick too many DC. I only picked one.
Just one.
So I'm going to actually start with that DC book. And again, for anyone who knows me, probably knows what I picked, and it is Action Comics 1000.
1000.
Number 1000. I mean, I'll read the quick flavor text for it. So, celebrate 1,000 issues of Action Comics with an all-star lineup of top talent as they pay tribute to the comic that started it all. From today's explosive action to a previously unpublished tale, illustrated by the legendary Kurt Swan, to the Man of Tomorrow's future. This very special, oversized issue presents the best of the best in Superman stories. And, I mean, this is amazing. If you're a Superman fan, I highly suggest grabbing it. Featuring all new art and stories by Brian Michael Bendis, John Cassidy, Oliver Coipel, Paul Dini, Jose Luis, Garcia Lopez, Patrick Gleason, Jim Lee, Clayman, Brad.
Skipped Butch Guice. We're going to talk about him again.
All right. Jeff Johns. I mean, you name it. There's too many people on here.
It's awesome. It's a powerful list.
Yep, and you're spanning decades from 1930s to the 2000s.
Crazy.
So
that's
awesome. My
awesome.
DC pick.
And that's an $8 book, 80 pages.
Yep, with over 10 different covers to choose from.
No ads. No ads.
Epic.
Oh, that's special.
Epic.
All right, so I won't read yours.
Yeah, right?
So, geez, the next book is an Archie book.
Ooh. Quick shout out, if we can do this. We Stand on Guard. It's not an opinion piece, but I think that was a great book. It was a short read.
It was like, what, 6 or 8 issues?
It was 6 issues, I
I
think.
like the art of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the art on it.
So, great shout out. Doomsday Clock, there's no solicitations for that, so that's why we didn't talk about it.
Because that'll be over by the time.
Yeah.
One of my students here is getting it, and he loves it.
But definitely 2 great shout outs on that.
Thank you, Brian. My next pick is an Archie book. It's the Marvel reprint. They're going to be honoring the Thanos reprints. I can't tell you how awesome and valuable I think it is to have superhero books out on the shelves, even though they're teeny tiny. But to be able to go to Walmart or see it at Stop and Shop, and it's just right there. It's an impulse buy. If your kids help you out while you're grocery shopping, you can pick this up for them for like $7. And there's like 8 comics in that little digest. And yeah, it's ad supported by Archie product. Archie product is really good. So I'm very curious as to what Thanos stories they're going to put in this thing.
Yeah.
Because the X-Men digest kind of caught me off guard. I honestly thought we were going to get different stories in there. They had the classic Kirby stuff, but it was very exciting.
Mark W.
Ooh, Mark Lewis, my first boss in the industry. Thanks for tuning in, Mark. So yeah, Mark, the Thanos in April, they're going to have a Archie Comics Digest with that features Thanos, which I think is really, really cool. The one that's coming out here in a couple weeks, Black Panther.
Yes. Yep.
See, I think that's awesome
Yeah.
because you're going to get the first appearance. I can't wait for that. Very excited. All right, your turn, Kris.
Oh, jeez. Hitting me with all this stuff. All right,
I
my
know.
turn. Let's see. Next one we're going to talk about. I'm going to save that one for last.
Oh.
I enjoyed that one.
Oh.
All right, next one we're going to talk about is Monstrous. I mean, that book is still going strong. Huge fan of it. Love the read of it. This is Monstrous number 16. I don't want to give too much away.
It's a gorgeous book. What's the premise?
My God,
What's the premise
the
behind
art.
the book? Get us hooked in the beginning.
Premise behind the book is it's fantasy based. So you have a race of people, magical beings, creatures, critters, and pretty much what happens is a woman stumbled across an artifact that gave you an insane amount of power at a price. She had to hide it, and in doing so, she actually hid it through her daughter. If that makes any sense. Not going to give it away.
Okay.
Her daughter finds out that she has this thing, and it's essentially been a battle between daughter, what she has, and then everyone else trying to find this. A fun, whimsical tale.